Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. And I'm excited to have you guys on today with me. This is our day together to talk about whatever it is that we want to discuss. So I hope that you're grabbing your virtual seats and that you are ready to start typing away. Let me know what your thoughts are. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? What's some stuff that you just have to get off your chest? It's just seething through your pores. And you're like, I got to get this stuff. Let me know, Sean, when you're ready back there, and I will pull you in as well. Okay. So, of course, my friend Sean is on, and I'm super excited. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. There we go. Hey, Sean. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Oh, yeah. Let the party begin. Yes. Yes.
All right.
How are you?
I'm dragging today. It's Friday. It's rainy, and I'm tired.
Well, everybody, look. I'll talk about this, but I got it sideways. But hey, Gabe Park Foundation. I'm so excited. Yes, I wish all of you guys get in the studio and I'll tell you about the shirts and the mask and everything. It's happening tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that. So let's jump into some topics that we're going to talk about today. Good. I see you guys are already commenting. I want to make sure. Hey, Janet, Pastor Janet, you're on today. You were, oh my gosh, you were just such an outstanding guest on yesterday. And I can tell people have already been saying, I've had people dealing with human trafficking that have inboxed me, and some people really started coming forward as a result of you being on the show yesterday. So special thank you, Pastor Janet Swanson, for coming on yesterday on the Kim Jacobs Show. And I can't wait to have you back because so many people are dealing with issues that you covered yesterday. So welcome today, and go ahead and chime in as much as you like. Anybody that wants to be brought into today's show, and you can pop on the screen as well. Yes. I will pop this thing right here if you want to pop into the actual show. Okay, this is a way for you to just click on that link and you can appear like my friend Sean is appearing here today, and you'll be able to join right into our discussion right on screen. So you know that option. Go ahead and share this with your friends, your family, your coworkers. Invite them into the show today. We have a lot to cover, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Sean, is there a specific topic you want to go ahead and kick it off with? Because other than that, I got plenty of topics that everybody's been writing in about.
Go. Let's hear from the people.
Okay, so some of the things that people, one person wrote, Christina Anstead splits with her husband of less than 2 years. And that was on CNN Entertainment. And I'm not too familiar.
Who's that person?
Yeah, I don't know that person. This is anything that people write in about. I just tell you because it's important that you get to hear from the people. And also Gabrielle Union Wade is heading up Friends. I hadn't heard about this either, but Friends, a table read with all Black cast. Let me see what that's about. Yeah. Put that on there for me, Shannon, so I can pull that one up right quick. I want to see what that's talking about. Let's see. She's going to pop the link in there, and then I'll pull it up and we'll go to it to find out what's being said. But while we wait to go to that one, let me go to another one that someone was sharing, that there are different companies. Put that link in there too about Gabrielle Union, Shannon. But listen, there are companies that are hiring right now during the whole pandemic. There were quite a few companies hiring, actually. And this article is in the Muse Advice Companies Hiring During Coronavirus COVID-19. So there's a lot of uncertainty around the world right now, but there are specifically a lot of jobs where people are searching for employees. And no matter where you live, you may be able to connect with one of these, like Kroger is hiring. And I don't have my glasses on. So anyway, you can read through the article. Phillips is hiring. And it tells you a little overview of each of the companies. Yeah, it says Phillips is committed to making life better for millions of people around the world. They pride themselves in meaningful innovations. Unilever is hiring. It's all kinds of companies out here. So GSK, GlaxoSmithKline is hiring, and they are in the healthcare industry. Facebook is hiring. Oh, okay. There you go, guys. Facebook opportunity, Wells Fargo, and all of these are listed. They have 8,700 locations around 36 countries. VMware, Carbon Black. It's literally, I think it's like Health First. There are 103 different companies that are listed here that are hiring nationwide. So you can look in the specific areas. Like in this case, it's headquartered in New York City. They have offices in Dublin and Portland. United Health Group is hiring. I'm not going to list every single one of them, but if you go to the website, Instacart, guys, if you haven't used Instacart, Instacart is pretty cool. I use Instacart, order some groceries, and they'll deliver it right to your door. And they give you a designated time frame that they'll deliver your groceries. And it's so courteous and professional. I love Instacart. I love it. So anyway, make sure you know that they are hiring as well. And be nice to the Instacart people and give them a nice tip too. I know you can give a tip on the thing, but just, be nice to the people. Different banks are hiring. Siemens is hiring. That's a lot of the different malls. Charles Schwab, Spectrum.
Let's jump into it for a second with the jobs, because I know you're listing a lot of jobs. I think one thing that's important to remember, though, is that two things. We're in a pandemic. People are concerned about being out and then having the proficiency to fill those jobs. So like at Facebook, if you're not a software engineer, if you don't have that tech proficiency, that's not really an opportunity for you. And they're not necessarily remote. So unless you're willing to move to Menlo, California, that's not an opportunity. So while there are lots of jobs that are hiring, the issue continues to be that people don't necessarily have the proficiency to fill those jobs.
Right. And there are people that are proficient in certain areas and they don't know that the jobs are even available.
That's true.
Then they're like, where do I even begin to use my area of expertise? But for those that don't have those skill sets, I think right now is what I've found through my research as well, Sean, is that a lot of people are able to develop those skill sets through online courses that are free. And so I'm pretty impressed with, Harvard. I saw Harvard even has like different classes that they've been offering during the pandemic. It's all kinds of schools that are offering free courses that have been available to the community for like 8 weeks, 12 weeks, coaching courses, and you name it. And people are able to get some of these skills that they're maybe lacking.
So let's talk about that. Do you think that people have more time now with the pandemic? Because one thing that I'm noticing is there's a lot of stuff online, and maybe overall we think, oh, people have more time because you're at home. But to me, it seems like everything is crunched because being home, all of the girls are in school online.
Right.
And it's a challenge. By the time I get finished with the day and doing what I need to do, I don't know that I feel like, even if it is Harvard and it's free and it's an 8-week class, my God, do I have the intestinal fortitude to do that? So it's great that it's offered, but what do you think?
Well, no, that's really good that you say that, because I feel the same way. And I'm just, this is me personally. Once I've dealt with my children with school, and I cook dinner and my children try to also cook to surprise me and say, hey, Mom, here are some, extra little goodies for you or whatever. But by the time I get done with all of the basics and then doing the show and being prepared, I think I'm kind of freezing. Am I freezing? Can you see any freezing on my
hand? I see you.
Okay, cool. So anyway, by the time I do the show and the research and team meetings and everything that's happening, and then I'm working out with Coach Coach Alina Green, and you were part of that. I am ready to go wind down. Okay, let's just bring it down a notch. So no, I'm not interested in taking any additional courses or anything right now, personally. But let's talk about it with you guys that are on today. Chime in and share some of your thoughts so we can pop your thoughts into the comments. How do you feel about some of the jobs that are being offered, which right now I gave you a link to about 103 different jobs.
Oh, and can I say,
Yeah.
last Friday, we had a great conversation and I shared a link. Y'all, I had so much going on. Kim, you post the show like in 3 different places. And I think I posted it on like something like with the balance doctor on that
Right.
page, but not this page. So I was like, what? I posted it. But go back to last week. And when I get off the show, I'm going to put that link because these jobs are remote. And I think that might make a tremendous difference for some people. If you can work from home, if you can do third shift, or if some of the jobs are just task oriented, meaning that they don't care when you work, just get the job done. I'm that kind of person. You know, I
Do you
can't
know what
tell you.
that link is called? What do you?
Oh, the link that I have, it's to those Google Docs, and every 5 minutes, those jobs are uploaded. So I dropped it in the comment from last week's show. I'll go back and put it here.
No, it's
So
okay. Shannon, can you by chance look at last Friday's show? And if you guys hear me talking to somebody and they're not here on the screen, it's the person that's helping me backstage. So I'm not like delusional or anything.
all
They're
right.
like, what did you say, Shannon?
Who's Shannon?
Who is this? Okay. So Shannon, on last Friday on the Balance Doctor Facebook page, Sean typed a comment, and her comment was that some Google Doc jobs that are remote jobs. If we could post that here in the private chat, then I can post it to the public so everybody can get a chance to see it. So that's very helpful because people have been writing in about that, Sean. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sean is the best, y'all. If y'all don't know Sean A. Hall, y'all are missing out on something.
That's
I'm telling you,
hilarious.
because it's a blessing to have a great friend that it's when I say it really is a blessing. Let's talk about that for a second too.
Okay.
And we've already opened the discussions up talking about jobs. Which one works better for you if you're looking for a job? Do you need it to be remote? Before we go into any other topics, do you need the job to be a remote job, or do you care if it's something that you do have to go in to physically report and just wear your mask? Tell us some thoughts. What's your thoughts on this? And I'm not going to, beat a topic. So if you want to talk about it, great. We talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, and we just rock and roll. I already said hello to Pastor Swanson. She said, wow, because people have been coming forward, literally sharing their stories with me. And I think really they're trying to be transparent to figure out how to get their stories to you. One young lady was saying she'd been human trafficked and she came out of that, and now she's an author of a book. I'm going to have her on the show, but I can't wait to have you back, Pastor Swanson. So thank you for being here today. Hello, Isaac Campbell. Glad to have you on today as well. And make sure you chime in and any thoughts that you guys. Hey, ladies, wondering what your thoughts are about. Oh, yeah. Okay. What are your thoughts about the CEO comments on the African-American pool of applicants? Okay, let's pull that. I got that article too. Somebody did write in about that. Go ahead, Sean. If you want to start, I got to pull. I'm gonna find that.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Crazy.
I was thinking about it, the comment, and what it said to me about the culture currently at Wells Fargo, and then the culture and climate around the country. And I know I always get people who say, oh my God, why does everything have to do with race? Because everything does in this country. Everything does. That's what it was, not necessarily built on race, but as a agrarian society, meaning farming or what have you back in the day, that's why you had Black people, right? To work the job so that other people could benefit from that and build their wealth. And while it was happening in the South, I'm going somewhere with this, the North was benefiting as well because they were insuring that property. That property was Black bodies. And so those insurance companies were going up and up, and banks were going up and up. And so now when we talk about in 2020 that, well, we just don't have that talent pool. What I'm going to say to the CEO at Wells and anywhere else, you are only looking here and what you deem to be talent. You see what I'm saying? You're looking at whether or not somebody went to Harvard or Wake Forest or Princeton or what have you, and who's in your circle of influence. And that's the thing that all of us have to look at. If you say, well, I can't find anybody, you might not if all your friends look like you. Do you have any Black friends? Are you going to the historically Black colleges and universities? There's no excuse for Wells Fargo, headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, to not have a partnership with Johnson C. Smith University, which is a historically Black college. It's no reason why they don't have a relationship with Bennett College, with North Carolina A&T State University, with North Carolina Central, with Shaw University, with St. Aug. You know, it makes no sense. Why don't you? And if you want it, you have affinity groups there at Wells Fargo. And not every Black person went to an HBCU. So let's clear that up. You didn't, but you know people who did. You're not putting anything out. You're not making sure that you're consistent to me means done over a period of time, not just putting out a minority summer internship that ends in the summer. You've got to make sure that you are cultivating that field continuously and going out on Instagram. When's the last time you were on Instagram asking for these people in banking to come forth? They're out there. So that statement that he made was bunk. It was embarrassing to me for Wells Fargo because you're saying, oh, we just don't have it. You would have been better. He would have been better said to, if he had said, you know what? I know that there are talented people in our industry, in this field. We've not done the best recruiting them. And so you know what I want to have happen? I want to see this. This week, we're putting up a website. We're taking resumes. We're going to go out there. Tell us what colleges and universities you want us to attend. At least look like you're interested. Now you're having to backpedal and you look foolish. So that's
really interesting. I'm also going to put up the Google Docs. Thank you so much, Shannon, backstage for finding that. And so that's in the comment section, guys. You can actually go and click on that link with all of the different remote jobs. And I put remote jobs that Sean Hall found that can be helpful is what it's called in the actual comment section. Let me go to, because I like to go directly to some of the sources. So let me go to the article. Wells Fargo, since we're talking about that for a second. Wells Fargo CEO ruffles feathers with comments about diverse talent. And this was on NBC News is what that was on. And the comment that he made, and this is in quotes, and I'll just go right to the comment. While it might sound like an excuse, the unfortunate reality is that there is a very limited pool of Black talent to recruit from. He said this in the memo, seen by Reuters. Okay. So it's a long article there. If you want to actually see this article, I'll put it in the comment section for you. And definitely, I recommend there are places to comment on some of those different outlets as well. You can definitely comment on my YouTube channel, The Kim Jacobs Show. And those comments will be right there documented for people to see. So some of the stuff that you're typing in the actual comment section just on Facebook. Let me stop that, showing that for a second. But the comments that you're seeing, just that you're typing here on Facebook, maybe go back and add those to my YouTube channel too, because those comments, Helen, those comments will be seen in a different light on YouTube as well. So go ahead and put your same comments there, like, hey, Mr. President, CEO, are you able to come to some of the HBCUs and recruit some of these scholars that would be appropriate candidates for the jobs that you're looking to recruit for? That's a really great comment and great discussion. So I'm grateful that y'all are chiming in at this level. Let me go back to the Gabrielle Union Wade information, because I wanted to make sure I shared that too. That was something that someone had written in about. People write in about all kinds of topics. So we're all over the board on Fridays. It's whatever you all want to talk about. This is on CNN Entertainment. I don't know what this pop life stuff is. Let me get that pop-up off. Oh, God, I hate pop-ups. Okay. Gabrielle Union Wade heads up Friends table read with all Black cast. Oh, that's going to be cool. Okay. So here she is here. Okay, with Sterling Brown and Uzo Aduba will participate in the latest Zoom Where It Happens episode. This is going to be good. So on Tuesday, Gabrielle Union Wade is hosting an all-Black cast read of an episode of the hit NBC series as the second episode, Zoom Where It Happens. Okay, so she's going to be spearheading this project. And I'll put this particular article. More than 100,000 participants RSVP'd. I don't know, all these pop-ups keep coming up. Anyway, the table read will happen Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. So definitely that's being launched on September 8th. Okay, that was launched on September 8th. So I think, I'm not sure if it happens. It will continue with a rotating cast of actors through election day. Okay, so this is important to know. Thank you for the person that wrote in about this. Zoom is where it happens. It's launched on September 8th, and more than 100,000 participants RSVP to watch that particular one. But you can watch it each week on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it's going through election day. So I'll put that link, and thank you so much, Rachel, for gathering all of the links from the people that have written in. I'll put that link right in your feed as well. Let's go back and let me stop that. I like to kind of show y'all some of this stuff, even though I will say this too, because I'm not going to be biased. I see your comment over there, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit, but I won't be showing a picture of it. Okay. let me. You don't know what I'm saying, Sean. Wait till you see.
I have no clue.
Wait till you see what I'm going to say. Okay, because I'm not going to be respecter of person, even though I'm not Jesus. Jesus, he did not have respect of person. Kim, I do have respect of person. If I see something too crazy, I'd be like, I ain't talking about that. I don't care. I don't care. But in all fairness, so that people do come and get a chance to come in and feel like they're a part, let's talk about what Dylan is saying over here. So Dylan said, virginity rocks.
Hallelujah.
Virginity rocks.
Yes, it does.
Dylan, virginity rocks.
Yes.
Okay. You know what I do, and it's not even a joke. I do believe that anytime someone maintains their virginity, it's an honor and a privilege that they've saved themselves for their spouse. Because I personally believe that when you are having intercourse with someone else, that those spirits kind of infuse and mesh together and merge together, and things can pop off. And so I definitely agree that virginity does rock. And if you get a chance to honor and maintain that valuable thing that you've been given for your spouse, then I see you back there, Mr. Joe Duncan. I'll bring you in a second. I done started on this topic, virginity rocks. I don't know if you want to come in right on that. You can chime in too. He said, no, don't pull me in yet. Don't pull me in.
Well, let's talk about that piece, because I'm in a lot of different groups and with women. And what's interesting is when this topic comes up, and I see a lot of women talking about society repressing the sexuality of young women. Why is it that young women have to be chaste and young men can go out and sow their wild oats? And, as a mother of 4 and having been 17, 25, 35, I look at all of those things. And I think what's so interesting to me is how people view the act of sex. And I think a lot of it has to do with your faith beliefs. And even in that, what sex means to you, it may not mean to another person. I think there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I pray that all my daughters would be virgins until they get married. And the person's like, well, how do you know? And this is the big one. How do you know that you want to be with that person for the rest of your life? Because you don't even know if the sex is good. But the truth is this, and I'm gonna go here. Cardi B talked about WAP, right? And
it's ironic that you said that, because guess what? And that's Dylan's next question.
Thoughts on WAP? Listen.
OMG, I never thought I would be. Before you keep talking,
she's in here.
See, Sean, I finally get to say for somebody else. It's not about Sean. It's about Dylan today.
No, it's not about Dylan. Just make the statement, Kim.
No, I'm saying today, as far as me sharing the views expressed on today's show, are the views of my guests, not necessarily mine. Go ahead, talk about WAP or whatever y'all want to talk about. Joe, you want to come in yet?
Come on, Joe.
Joe, type the name of your show in the private chat for me and let me know. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to when you want me to pull you in. I see you backstage, and you can chime in on this WAP stuff.
He is like, he's doing double dutch on the topic. He's
like, no.
Back and forth. Listen. So what if you have WAP, or if you don't? it's not the measure of a woman. That's number one. I feel like I can definitely say that as a woman. That's not the full measure. And I don't want anybody evaluating my daughters on that. You know, that are you gonna get you can get a job with WAP. You can. You can. And will it help you keep your job? Possibly. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's not all that I believe that God created me for.
I'm
That's
so
not
glad
it.
you're on today, just so you know, because I really don't want to talk about
I know
this.
you don't. I
And
know.
so I'm
I
very
know.
grateful to have my co-host Sean on today, and thank
Mm,
God for diversity.
yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, but on the, that's period. I also believe in this. For generations, for decades, men have been able to do whatever they want to, and not by themselves, because, oh God, that gets tricky. For so long, it has involved women. But you can go from woman to woman to woman to woman, and there's been.
Oh, come on, Sean. You got to come back. It blinked. It blinked
I'm
out.
back. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm
I'm
like, what?
sorry. But if a woman goes, yeah, if a woman goes from man to man, she's a whore, she's a slut, she's a this, she's a that. Why? And I think really at the essence of the song, I could not watch the video. It was just too much for me, legit. I understand that it's about women being able to flaunt their sexuality and say, I own this. And let me go a step deeper. For Black women who, since we came to this country in 1619, your body hasn't been your own. Anytime a man wanted to take that WAP from you, they did and they could. And so now in 2020, women are saying, this is my body. I will use it when I want to, with whomever I want to, and how I want to. And the truth of the matter is, they should have the freedom to do that free of judgment. Free of judgment. Because I hear people with the snide remarks, I bet that WAP didn't keep Offset. And no, nothing. If you have a wet one, if you don't have a wet one, nothing can keep a man or a woman who does not want to be kept. If they don't want to be in that relationship, they are going to leave. So that has nothing to do with how much sex you're giving them or you are withholding from them.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
This
Are
right
you back,
here.
Kim? Are you back from
I'm
under the
back.
shadow?
I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Listen. Oh my gosh, almighty. You know, you get to see the
Are you blushing and everything?
yeah. Somebody said it right. Kim's face. Yes,
Ooh,
Kim's
all
face
of
is
that.
like, but you know what? I definitely want to definitely say that I don't know what I want to say. I think I'm just I'm gonna just leave that one alone. I'm gonna thank God that Sean is on here today. I was about to pull Joe in because I was like, Joe, you're gonna say something if Sean, somebody else saying something. Shannon, anybody backstage, I'm pulling you in. I don't care whether you want to be on the screen or not. No, you know what? I told you guys Freestyle Friday, and that's what I mean. So it's Freestyle Friday. It gives a chance for you guys to chime in on topics that you want to discuss, and that is definitely a trending topic. Every time I turn on TikTok or any kind of thing, they're saying, you know, I've heard females saying they had penises. I was like, what is happening? What is happening to me as far as all of this? Like, if I had this and if I had this body part, I would do this to this. It's like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming to me. This is just overwhelming.
But
It's a
you know
lot
what?
happening in this society.
And we can't be overwhelmed, I think, as parents because our kids are seeing it.
This is
This
good.
is good.
That does
What
not
does
matter.
not matter. Love it.
Love
No,
it.
it doesn't matter. If you got it or if you don't, it's all good because you don't want to be defined by it. Just like you don't want to be measured by the color of your skin. I want you to see me for who I am beyond the blackness, beyond the breast, beyond the whatever it is you think. Some of these things are very superficial. And so you want to be able to distill down to the essence of a person. And my fervent prayer is that the essence of many women and many young girls is not based on what's between your legs. I pray that that's not it.
Well, yeah, and I do. Let me definitely share at least a perspective that I have on this. But especially with me being a woman and with me having a daughter, I definitely want my daughter to know, and all of you all that are my viewers to know that you are who you are is way more important than whether you have a certain level of wetness in a certain area or not. Okay, that's great. And maybe you need certain lubrication in life and certain things. I don't know, because I'm talking old school. You got to have a certain level of lubrication and
Jesus.
all of that stuff. So that's fine, but
Yeah.
don't determine who you are as a person based on the wetness of your private parts. Okay,
Yeah.
please don't let that dictate the value that you bring to the world, the gifts that God instilled in you, who you are, what you do on this earth to salt the earth, and who you are to make a difference in this world. And the person that God has for you is for you. The person that God has set as your soulmate is your soulmate. And if bet different variations of that is important to that person, then that's not your soulmate. Okay, that means that's a whole different person that's available to a lot of different people, and let everybody be everybody. But as for me and my house, when I say as for me and my house, I'm only talking about my temple. I'm not even talking about a physical house. I will serve the Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
So as for me and my house, me and my rap, or whatever you want to call it, we're going to all of me from head to toe, everything from A to Z is going to serve every other letter in the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, W, A, P, all of that. Okay.
Oh, God.
All of that is going to serve the Lord. How about that?
Thank you, Dylan.
Whew. Okay, now that's it, Dylan. I ain't putting no more of your comments up. I'm gonna tell you.
Don't tell Dylan that. Bring the spice, Dylan.
No, that's nice. That's nice, Dylan. Thank you for chiming in. I ain't gonna put no more. Okay, let's see. Boys and girls need to know the importance of a godly union, and intimate moments go much further than surface. Love you both. Thank you, Danielle, for chiming in and watching today's episode. Okay. And then somebody says soul ties. Ray said soul ties is what happened when you connect two people together intimately. And then that's why you have a difficult time saying, you know what, I'm cutting this off, because at that point you've already connected at a level that you shouldn't have been connecting at, and you weren't married,
I was going to say, there's a popular blogger, her name is Candace Bowen, and she talked about this soul ties. And she said, this is some Christianese that we've made up, that is nowhere in the Bible. And the only time that it was talked about was between Jonathan and David. But that's not true. And I wish I knew that we were going to talk about this scripture. That's why the Bible says to show that self-approved, so that you can rightly divide the word. But soul ties, it is found in the Bible. It is a biblical principle. And what I find sometimes that happens is people want to find a way to make right what they do. So if you're saying that they're soul ties, people will discredit that and it being in the Bible, because you think that Christian people want to repress your ability to go out and have sex. You can do as much as you want to. Nobody's saying not to do that. What we are saying, or what I am going to say, is that there is something to the notion of when you allow somebody to enter you, or when you enter someone else, you are sharing physically everyone else that they've ever shared.
Oh, and that is a huge, when I say that's a huge problem, if you are a virgin and then you're with someone that's been with 7 people, you may be a virgin, but once you subject yourself to that person, you now technically had some pieces of those 7 parts in you. And there are some people that I personally can name, 5 men, 6 men, 7 men that I know that they've been with in the last 2 to 3 years. It's like, what in the world? This is like a bit much here. And I'm not God. Let God be God, and let God determine whatever's supposed to happen in each person's life. So I'm not judging one way or the other, but what I am saying is that that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? Okay, let's move on from this topic. Somebody finally said, are young men valuing virginity like our young women?
I'm going to ask this question. Do parents put a value on the virginity of their sons like they do on their daughters? And I don't have any sons, but I see a lot of young men out there. I listen to a lot of parents who have sons and daughters, and I think the answer is not. I think the answer is you want your daughters to be chaste and to be virgins, but for your son, it's like, get it in. But your son is getting it in with somebody's daughter.
Well, this is what I can speak for my own household, and my sons are adamant that I not share their private business. They're like, Mom, please stop telling people certain things like this. Joe, let me know when you want to come in. But people, yes. He's still shaking his head. No,
stop doing the topic, double dutch. Come on in.
He came off his own topic that he talking about right quick, not about this. So I'll bring him in on his own topic. Okay. Yeah, but in our house, we definitely encourage our sons to be chaste and be virgins, if to maintain your virginity. But then, of course, they're going to be men, and they're going to do their own way of thinking and everything. But I do know that yes, we teach that, and we encourage them to keep themselves, keep yourself, because at the end of the day, when you are involved with someone else, it's not just like, here, I did this and I had a great time, have a great life. No, at the end of the day, it's a lot more to having intimacy with someone. And sometimes the outcome can be that the person gets pregnant. If the person gets pregnant, don't get brand new now. Don't get brand new now, because you wanted to indulge and engage in that activity. And that was fun. Yeah. It was fun while it was lasting. But then when the other pieces come, or the consequences come, now it's all of a sudden, oh my God, wait a minute, I wasn't planning for that. You should have planned. I have gone over the years, and probably too much to the extreme of making it drastic with my children. And don't think that, because I do have 4 boys. So I said, and don't think that a condom is going to protect you from a venereal disease that could, I tell them, it'll slap right up against your stomach and travel back. Now I'll be saying all kind of crazy. Whatever it takes. I'm scared of living like Joe. I see you back there laughing backstage. I'm scared of living life out of only because I don't want them to think that because you think you're putting something on top of something to protect yourself from a sexually transmitted disease that now protects you completely. That's not a total safeguard against you being protected. So yes, from a mother that has 4 sons, I encourage them to make sure that this is going to be the person that you're spending your life with.
I love that.
And that's important in our household for me to teach my children that, my sons and my daughter. But now let me also be clear. When my children ask me directly, Mom, Kim, Ella's daughter, did you maintain your virginity until you were married? Now, guess what? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I did not. And so I'm not going to tell my children a lie. I'm not going to tell my viewers that I was a virgin before I got married with my husband if I wasn't. Why would I lie and say that?
But can I just say, for the viewing audience, this is some real stuff. This is my friend, and she is being so transparent about her life. And I know normally you would not come out with all of this for the whole world. So I see the growth. This is awesome, because you're sharing it so that other people can know you are not thinking more of yourself, that you're not telling your story. And many of us who are parents, we're not virgins. And so you're saying, well, how are you going to tell me what to do when you didn't do it? Because maybe I didn't have somebody telling me what to do then and how it could be done.
Or my mom did tell me, though. Let me be clear. My mom
told me. My mom told me too. I think you think you know better. And with youthful indiscretion, you always think you know better. You think that, well, I'm going to be different. You're not going to be different.
No.
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the exact same thing. So I love the transparency here. And I love the fact of what you're telling your young men, because it's good for both. It's good for both. And no, it may not happen. I've heard people say, well, it's not realistic. It is realistic. You can remain a virgin and say, you know what, I'm not going to engage in this stuff until I get married. And now, getting married, and I've heard this too, but what does getting married do? What if you get divorced? You could. There are many marriages that we know of that end in divorce, but that doesn't mean that you weren't right to hold yourself for this person. Yeah,
I can say this in 100% total honesty, no, nothing. I have been with my husband only for 27 years exclusively in our marriage. So I have never been with another man ever at all.
And inside my marriage.
Right. Inside my marriage. Right. That's what I'm saying. During my time of my marriage.
And that's huge.
And that's that's a big deal to me. But the thing that I can say to my children when they do ask me that question of, were you a virgin before you and daddy got married? I can tell them that I was a very chaste woman. I was not a person that was out running around being with a bunch of different men and sorting my oats or whatever you call it. I don't know, whatever people call
sorting my oats.
Sewing. Yeah, today, by the way, I left my grade. You see my grade? I thought it looked kind of distinguished.
I don't know. It still looks brown over there. You're good. Anyway. Oh, over there a little bit right there.
Yeah, right there. You see a little bit of gray right there.
That's all right. Go ahead now.
I was like, yes. Okay. And also, speaking of hair, I'm gonna tell y'all in advance. I said I was going natural, right? And trying to do this journey with my daughter. And you see my hair? Okay, first of all, I love my hair. My hair is super thick and everything. And my perm is growing all out and stuff like back here with shade down to the skin. So this is all my natural hair. Okay, I am not even trying to lie. I don't know.
Okay, you gotta persevere. You gotta persevere. It can be done.
I might get a perm.
Do you?
I don't know. We'll see. Because this is just going natural and everything. And I love my hair and I'm excited about it and everything. But y'all, my stuff is real thick over here. I ain't gonna even this is Freestyle Friday. I'm just talking to y'all. So I don't know. And I'm not gonna be held accountable that I am definitely going natural if I don't want to. I feel like if you wear a weave, wear a weave. If you wear braids, wear braids. If you want to be natural, be natural. Do whatever God put in your spirit and be accountable. Okay, let me get off these topics. I have another. Hey, Sharika, how are you? Helen, all of your comments. You've been making some great comments in here and really glad that you tuned in today.
Absolutely.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Yes.
We're going into the weekend. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take a moment. Just go right to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and you will get alerted every time I go live.
Yes.
And every time I have great guests on this show.
Yes.
Okay. Can y'all do that for me? I am like 200 and something people away from.
Oh my gosh. We should be able to get 200 people over the weekend. Even if you don't watch on YouTube, you don't have to subscribe and watch. Subscribe. Help this woman build her business to be able to continue to bring you great content so you can talk about WAP and talk about Jesus at the same time. Who does that? She does. No. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Next guest. Let's go. I'm the hype man today. Come on. Wow. Jesus, school.
No, I'm gonna put myself backstage. I hope I'm not gonna get in any level of trouble. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that the show is transparent and it's exciting and everything for you guys. But then I'm also sharing my real views too. So I'm not just going with the reviews. Mother, I'm gonna tell you, Mother Lofton, I know you watch my show every day. Mother Harper, our church mother, watches the show every day. Mother Powell, I'm gonna tell y'all in advance that I am maintaining my Christian values and morals on what I believe. Even if I have other guests that come on and talk about different things, I still always pray for my guests backstage. Okay, this is confession moment. I act like they the priest, but these are my spiritual leaders. And I see you back there, Joe. Joe, I'm gonna pull you right in the screen.
Pull him in. Come on, Joe. How you have?
I'll pull you in, Joe. We get ready to go to your topic. At least raise your hand and come on in. Come on in, Joe. Come on in. Come on in. Joe, raise your hand. I saw you backstage.
It spoke to me. You spoke to me.
I'm mute.
Okay. So yeah, Mother Lofton, Mother Powell, Mother Harper, I am thanking God for him choosing me to hopefully be able to help other people come to Christ, because I do want people to come to learn more about Christ, and that is my desire. Okay. So y'all, please make sure you go and subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. It's basic thing. Hit that subscription button, turn on your notifications, and you're right there. Okay, Joe Duncan, Sean,
Hey,
I have Joe Duncan here.
Hello.
He's been backstage today. He's gonna pop in for a minute, and guess what? He's gonna be my guest coming up on October 15th. Joe,
awesome.
I think so.
Okay, so Joe is with JD on YouTube. So make sure you go and check out JD
TV.
And tell us what you're here to talk about for a second, Joe Duncan.
Well, when did I do it? Wednesday, we had
Is
an
it just me? I
interview.
can't hear.
Oh, it's just you, Sean. Go back out and come back in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
So on Wednesday, we sat down and had a very entertaining and insightful conversation with actor Columbus Short from the hit show on ABC Scandal. And it was incredible. It was an incredible, we were supposed to only get 25 minutes with him. And we ended up going like nearly an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got some great stuff to talk about. He's actually got a new book, a memoir that he's written, and it tells about all of the troubles, the firing from Scandal, why that had to happen, and I mean he's really had this
Well, we
tumultuous
didn't know some of this stuff.
life.
What?
Wait a minute.
Wow.
I
Well,
was like, who are we talking about? The
you're
guy
about
who
to
was
know
on
it
Scandal?
all. Yeah. The Columbus Short played Harrison Wright. Remember, he was killed off in the third season.
Yes.
Killed off, fired.
Yes.
But he's a brilliant actor. Brilliant actor. Anything that you see him in, he just he knocks your socks off. He really
Love him.
is a master
Yeah.
at the craft.
So
Wow.
good.
Okay. So how do we get to see your interview?
The interview will air on my YouTube channel on Tuesday, the 29th, at 7:30. At 7:30. The interview, I'm still editing it right now, but the publicist wanted me to hold it until the 29th because that is the day that the book comes out. Short Stories is the name of the book. You can get it on
Nice.
Amazon. And let me tell you,
How do I spell his name so I can put his name in this thing here? Check out JDTV interview on YouTube.
Columbus, like Christopher Columbus, COLUMBUS.
Right? Columbus Short, right?
Short like short.
Interview. So check out JDTV interview on YouTube on Tuesday. Is there a special time?
7:30.
Okay.
7:30. I sent you, I don't know if you want to do this or can do this. I sent you a link for a little promo up there somewhere. I don't know if you have time to do that, but
oh yeah, we have time to do it. Let's see.
All right, well, you can show that.
Where's the promo?
It's I put the link in the chat when I got backstage.
Okay, so I am going to, so everyone, just so you guys, especially those that are just tuning in, make sure you know, and Joe, if you want to share what we're talking about right now on your page too, to your friends, they'll be seeing this as well.
I will.
But let me put that link up here. Give me a second.
And after we run that, I'll tell you a little bit about what's in the book because it is
no.
Yes. I do want to hear at least a teaser. What in the world?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you just
on Patreon and tell the Patreons, and if y'all want to hear the story, you got to join.
I'll give you his contact info. I'll share it with you. Yeah.
Okay, so listen, Joe, just so you know, we have this thing called the after party. Mm-hmm. And so right at 12, we go backstage.
Look, you're talking about your grades. Look at all of this going on. My goodness.
Your grades look great.
It looks great from here. I didn't see it.
I'm not into the grade thing just yet.
I hear you.
Well, don't worry. What I use, I just put a little bit of mascara or something.
Me too.
Well, normally, had I had time, this would not be showing. Trust me, I got a little trick too.
You look fine. You look fine. But listen, at the after party, that's where you can drop a little bit of extra knowledge of stuff that you didn't say to everybody. But that's for the Patreons that pay $12 a month. They go backstage and they are able to get some content that is totally different than what's on the
right. I'll crash the party. I don't mind.
Come on.
So I will do that right after the show. But let me get this link. Did I put that link up? Which one is it? It
says here's the Columbus Short promo. It's right after I put in my name, the name of the show.
Yes, I have
in the private chat.
Oh, it's in our chat, right?
Yeah.
Right. I clicked on that link, but when I clicked on that link, I'm trying to when I clicked on. Oh no. Oh, is it? Did you
Oh,
type
I
it?
see it.
Okay, I think she typed it. I'm getting confused. Sorry about that, but I see. Is it? Let me put that one up because there's a lot of different videos coming up whenever I pull the one up with him. It's like 6 or 7 different videos, and I want to make sure the right one is coming up.
I'm excited to watch the interview on the 29th because I missed him. I thought he brought so much to Scandal. And, you know, I think there's a theme that happens in Hollywood with young Black actors that are male, you know, and they don't get to come back. And that really is disturbing. It happened with Isaiah Washington.
Yeah.
It happened with
In
the
Hollywood,
guy who was on The
Oh,
Shine.
wait.
actor, dancer,
Wait a minute.
singer, but most fans know him as Olivia Pope.
That's it.
Okay.
Harrison Wright on the hit drama Scandal. In real life, actor Columbus Short was involved in a number of personal.
I'm gonna replay it once I get the screen because sometimes the screen. Give me a second. Sometimes the screen just glitches and it's got.
Hollywood, he's known as a triple threat: actor, dancer, singer. But most fans know him as Olivia Pope's smooth and loyal sidekick, Harrison Wright, on the hit drama Scandal. In real life, actor Columbus Short was involved in a number of personal scandals. He was eventually fired from the show in its 3rd season. The gladiator in a suit had fallen from grace in Tinseltown.
Yeah.
His reputation took a hit, and so did his career. After stints in rehab, jail, and seclusion, Columbus Short is rising above those troubled times, like a phoenix from the ashes. He comes clean about it all in his new memoir, Short Stories. I'll talk to the actor about his regrets and his redemption on the next JBTV.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Huge.
As a triple threat.
Let me click off of that. That's awesome. That's awesome right there. Yes.
So he's very open. I was a little apprehensive about how he may come off during the interview. You know, actors and entertainers can be kind of temperamental. You know, never know kind of what you're going to get. But he was very serious but pleasant, very intelligent, and very open, very open. I mean, and he's been through some stuff. When for the fans who get the book, I want to when I first the publicist sent it to me last week, and I opened it up and couldn't put it down. I mean, it's great. It's an easy read. It's only 243 pages, and like I told him during the interview, it reads like he's sitting down at a bar or dinner table, talking to you about his life. I mean, it's a very easy read. But this is how the book starts out. I'm standing on the 101 with a bottle of Chardonnay in my hand, dressed in a $6,000 suit that I didn't even own. I walked straight off the set of Scandal in full wardrobe after I checked my pocket and made sure I had my credit card and my ID. For some reason, I had my passport on me too, and that was all I needed to get a car to the airport and just never come back. So the book opens up with this explosive situation that happens on the set of Scandal, and he's called into the executive's office, and Shonda Rhimes, the creator of the show, is in there. He walks in and he looks at her and she's just shaking her head at him. I'm not going to give away what happens, but you will not believe what this conversation is about. And it just goes on and on from there. He had some childhood trauma. He he didn't have the best home life. He was almost born inside of a jail cell. So
wow.
There was some.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, Sean, don't say no more.
I mean, I'm just, you know, I mean,
that's it. Wait, I gotta put myself back on this side. I'm the host. I throw myself
he's had a heavy life.
Yeah.
But it's all, he lays it all out in this book. And you know, he's also got some new music coming. And he just bulked up for a movie role, and I'm not going to tell you about that.
I saw that chest right there. I was like,
yeah. He's flexing on everybody. But we talk about the new movies in the interview, and he mentioned some other celebrities in the book too. Some very interesting stories. One especially about
his relationship with Denzel Washington is not so good.
Okay, so
Don't-
Joe.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe. Don't you say another word.
I'm not.
Well, I got questions, but not deep questions. This is kind of overall.
Okay, go ahead, Sean.
Unless you're an entrepreneur, you know, it can be hard for you to come back when you have some things that happen, because you're going back into an industry and they have to decide if they're going to accept you. And sometimes when people leave, like when Isaiah Washington was kicked off the show unceremoniously, to me, bruh just went all the way to the left, and it's like, there's no coming back. With his book and some of the people he talked about, can he come back?
I think so. And I'll tell you why. I think he's going about it in a very interesting way. I think the book is going to fill in a lot of holes that that people had about, you know, some of what was going on with him. He's being very honest about it. And this guy is incredibly, incredibly talented. And I think with Isaiah Washington, I think sometimes he said a few things that weren't so PC. So, but that's not the case with Columbus Short. He's had just some personal issues and some personal demons he's had to fight. I think he's a very socially intelligent person. We talk about the Black Lives Matter movement, and he has some very insightful things to say about that. So I think the road back is going to be a lot different for him than it was for Isaiah Washington.
Wow. Okay, well, we are really intrigued and excited about. Everybody go check out that interview on Tuesday. Let me put that up again. On Tuesday, September 29th. Right now we have here in the studio Joe Duncan, who is the host of JD TV. He has an exclusive interview with Columbus Short on Tuesday, September 29th at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the
7:30.
7:30. Let me, okay.
7:30.
It's 7:30 p.m. Let me go back. I typed all of that too, so I don't know how much. I'll go back. It's 7:30. The interview, I typed that myself on Jade, so I can't go pull it back from on JD TV with Joe Duncan and Columbus Short will be on JDTV YouTube channel, right?
Right.
At 7:30. I have to retype it because I didn't have the people in the back office.
While you're doing that, I do just want to say one quick thing about the song WAP. I was interviewing singer Lisa a few weeks ago. You remember Lisa in the Cult Jam?
Yes.
So she was telling me how much she admired Cardi B. And so I asked her, you know, would she ever consider, you know, joining forces with Cardi B? And she was like, you know, she jams out to the song WAP in her car. So, but so we may be hearing from Lisa and Cardi B soon. But Lisa said her lyrics would be much more tame than
You know what? To each his own. Again, I'm not the judge or the jury for anything, and whatever God gives you to do this using your talents, do it to the best of your ability. Go all out. Whoa, go. I'm just, I don't know. I mean, I think it's inspiration, isn't it? Don't everybody want to have that?
Let me say this. I think what people have to. I think what people don't remember is one key thing that kind of crystallized for me when I got to be. No, I was working for the U.S. Department of Education, and we were doing Bible study. I was leading a Bible study like every Wednesday. You know, people would come. I was amazed. It was crazy. We watched Juanita Bynum with her No More Sheets. Y'all remember that? If you ever watched it, No More Sheets. And one thing I remembered was Bishop Jakes talking about validation. You don't come to your job to be validated. Where am I going with this? Who I am is not what I do. And conversely, what I do for a living is not necessarily who I am. And I think so many times we get it twisted as to who people are. That's why we're messed up when somebody who is a pastor falls from grace, because we think that they are all encompassing of God and they are just living with God every single day. Still a man. still a woman. They're going to make mistakes. We think that Cardi B, she's rapping about WAP or whatever else, and she comes from the Bronx, that she doesn't have a brain in her head. But homegirl is very smart. She's a very savvy businesswoman.
She's extremely.
Yeah. So you have to extrapolate sometimes what people do for professional life from who they really are. And I think many times we don't really know the essence of celebrities because we only know them in what we see. And I think the lesson there is that's people. You only know what I'm presenting to you.
That's it. And I welcome Cardi B on the show by all means.
Come on, Cardi. Come on.
I welcome Beyonce. I welcome Jay-Z. I welcome Snoop Dogg. I welcome Lisa, Columbus Short, Joe Duncan. I welcome everybody to come onto the show from the perspective of everyone touches different people at a different level. And so we don't know what's going to prevent that person. That's that little bit of hope that they have to hang on to be able to continue to live on this earth. And only God is in control of every situation. Right. I'm not. And so I'm not going to judge one person over another. It doesn't whatever. I hang my soul on what I hang my soul on. You hang your soul on what you hang your soul on. And this is a platform for us to be able to reach the masses and be able to help people become their best selves. So, okay. Let me go. And Joe, I'm going to put you backstage unless you want to stay on I'm only going to be on for 2 or 3 more minutes and you can just stay right here.
I'll go backstage.
Bye, Joe.
No, you can take me backstage. Do your thing.
Okay. What I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to send you a different link in about 5 minutes to come on to do the after party. We do that on a whole different link. So I'll send that to you.
Okay. I got to step the JDTV game up. I got to get like the kid.
Okay. So I'm going to send you that. You can go ahead and disconnect. We'll take a 5-minute break or whatever. I'll send you the link in a minute.
All right.
That's the after party. Get ready.
Thank you. I will.
Right. Thank you for coming on, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, Sean, you staying on with me, right?
What, for the after party?
Yeah, you stand on too. Okay, so anyway.
Amen,
Sharika, I see you. Listen. Make sure y'all know we have Quest Church prayer line. And after today's topic, I think everybody needs a little bit of prayer. Everybody.
I want to ask for a prayer request right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. You know, if you're in North Carolina, Governor Roy Cooper said that schools could go back with Plan A. And Plan A means you're back in the school 5 days a week, full instruction. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be any social distancing. If this is the plan that your school district adopts, there's no social distancing. You do have to wear a mask. And I just want to say there's so many people who will have to go back into that environment. Many children. I want you to be mindful to pray for folks, pray that God would keep them in their health. And I don't want you to think that because somebody gets sick, that God made them sick. That's not true. There's nothing that happens that God does not allow.
Right. Or he does not know is going to happen.
Right. People can get sick, but I want you to take the appropriate precautions, especially if your children are having to go back into the classroom. Make sure you supply them with hand sanitizer, that you give them the mask. And no matter what anybody else is doing, you got to tell your kids, you wear your mask.
That's right.
And it's going to be tough. People should know that it's cold and flu season. If your kid gets a new cough, they're going to have to leave school for 14 days in quarantine. So I just want people to be aware that these things are happening across our state. It affects our neighbors, people that we go to church with, the people that we call friends, and everybody is taking this situation differently. Some of our kids are not doing well. They're telling you they are, and parents.
But they're nervous, they're scared, they're panicked. They're
overwhelmed.
They're overwhelmed by the whole process. So definitely, let's just say a word of prayer right now for everyone. Heavenly Father, we're just asking you to put your loving arms around our world, around our nation. Lord, protect our children, protect the parents that are watching over the children, protect the teachers, all of the staff, the principals, people that are literally sacrificing to go and be selfless, to think of other people. They're trying their best to be able to give out of themselves to somebody else. Lord, I'm asking that you put your special loving arms around them, a special hedge of protection, of safety around them. Lord, keep them all from so much hurt, harm, or danger that could come their way. And Lord, we know that you're the author and the finisher of our faith, and that we can ask anything. We can ask anything in your name, Lord, and we can believe it to be so. And you can make it become a reality. So we're asking in the name of Jesus. I pray again. You can ask
Yes,
anybody's
God.
name you choose, but I'm praying in Jesus' name that you heal our land, that you
Yes, God.
heal the bodies of the people that have COVID, that don't even know that
Yes.
they have COVID. Remove the disease from the land in the name.
Yes, Lord.
What I'm asking you right now to completely remove any type of ailment that's coming in and infecting our bodies, Lord, unbeknownst to us and those that already know it, Lord, reverse the situations. Lord, you can do everything but fail. So we're
Everything.
claiming healing right now. It's only by your stripes, Lord, that we're healed. So we're claiming healing right now. And we're asking that you remove the protesting, remove the injustice, remove anything that is unlike you, Lord. Remove it and rebuke it, Lord. Let it get thee behind us. In the precious name of Jesus, I pray. We all pray in whoever's name we pray in. Amen.
Amen. Wait, I got a question. You
Yes.
didn't mean that. You didn't mean that protesting was. You weren't rebuking protesting, were you?
No,
Saying
no,
that it
I'm
was
not
unjust.
rebuking
Oh,
protesting
okay.
because
All right.
protesting is speaking of what is going wrong in our
Okay.
society.
Okay.
And so I'm asking God to protect the protesters. And
Ah,
so
okay. Got it.
it's
Got it. Got it.
different. Then please delete that. That's not the view expressed even by Kim Jacobs through the Kim Jacobs show. I am asking you to protect the protesters, Lord, because we all have a right to freedom of speech in something that we feel is unjust that's happening in our world. So let me also talk about that because I'm going to end on this note. We got to get off and get ready to go to the after party. No officers. Let me go. 2 Louisville police officers we know were shot Wednesday night, and we're definitely praying for those officers and asking God to heal them and to restore them back, to get help, to be able to be back in communion with their families and fellowship with their families as well.
Yeah.
And after the news that only one of the 3 officers involved in Breonna Taylor's death was indicted on first-degree wanton endangerment charges. And when we looked up what that means, that just simply means it's conscious discharging of extreme danger or death of a person. It could possibly lead to death of a person that's hurt or they die. It's a substantial risk that someone could die, but it's basically just that this open fire was happening in the areas that what some of the definitions were that we found. But the 2 other officers who also fired shots during the raid to Breonna Taylor's home, and again, this is information I'm getting from CNN. No, they were not charged at all, the other 2. So it's 3 total officers. One was charged with wanton and danger, whatever. The point is, no officer charged in the killing of this 26-year-old Black emergency room technician and aspiring nurse. That's from CNN. That's where I got that information from. So right now, the family is speaking out. They're speaking out. They were speaking out right when I was coming on the show. Benjamin Crump, their attorney, was speaking, and their family was speaking on CNN. And I can't wait to go back and hear what they had to say in relation to what's happening in honor of their daughter. Sean, you want to say a closing comment on that?
Yes, there are so many people online who, to me, are being hateful when you say that she would be alive if her boyfriend hadn't unloaded his firearm and discharged it in his home. And what I'm going to tell you is, imagine yourself in your home 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you are a registered licensed gun owner. You have the ability to fire a firearm legally. If anybody breaks through my door at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm definitely blasting you, period, point blank. That's what anyone is going to do. And if they are the police and they didn't announce they were the police, which people are saying, yeah, that we heard them say it, but many people are saying they didn't.
They didn't, right?
It's already a lie. People are saying that this man was a drug dealer. He wasn't a drug dealer. What we're not conscious of, and I'm going somewhere with this, we're not conscious of the fact that the person who originally wrote the warrant, the no-knock warrant, lied. He lied about who the boyfriend was, because what you said is that packages were coming to her home. And so what? And then I went to a house that was a known drug house. You may have known it as a drug house. Do you know everything that all of your friends do? No. I could be at the home of somebody who's dealing drugs and meth, and I never know it. But just because I go there, you're going to say that I'm a meth dealer. But the point is that the person lied. We have to look at the judge in this case who signed 5 no-knock warrants in 12 minutes. What that tells me is you really didn't take any time to read it because you trusted what the police officer was telling you to be the truth. And that is why we have to vote, because the DA is the one who brings charges, not the family. That'll never happen. It's only the district attorney, and we vote for those people. So if you're pissed off about what happened in Louisville, then you need to make sure in your own community that you get out and vote, that you know who the DA is running in your local area, and you vote.
That's good, Sean. Great passion and invigoration and inspiration and literally a call to action. Go vote. Early voting is going to be coming up soon. We'll be talking about that here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Make sure you are registered to vote and you make your vote count. Your vote does count, whether it's absentee, mail-in, whether it's early vote. It does not matter. Just make sure you vote. And as I get prepared to close out today's episode, I went a little longer because I had, definitely wanted to share the Joe Duncan information as well. And then Dylan threw me off up there talking about WAP.
Dylan, come back next Friday. I want to see you. Come back, Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan's still typing. I'm done, Dylan. That's it.
Come on, Dylan.
Thank you for today. Okay. So listen, guys, make sure you know that Gabe's Heart Foundation 5K walk is tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 8 a.m. If you want to be a part of the 5K walk, make sure that you can actually get your t-shirt. You can get a t-shirt. I ordered plenty of t-shirts. So whether you have the t-shirt for tomorrow or not, it doesn't matter. Let me show you what the t-shirts look like, and I'll post it on social media as well. But this is the t-shirt, and this is the back of the t-shirt. There you are. And it's a pretty nice shirt. Those are the sponsors for 2020. Yay. So you get a chance to see all of the different sponsors and the t-shirt. Also, so all of the lettering is red this year. Also, you get a chance to see, you put the mask on. And the mask is adjustable. I love it, actually. So it's Gabe's Heart, and you can pull these drawstrings to adjust it to be tighter or looser. If you want it to be looser, you can do that, or you can leave it tight. And it's Gabe's Heart Foundation. Hello. So make sure you get your mask, which is $15, and your t-shirt, which is $20. And I will ship it to you. And you can get that you can just Cash App, $ Gabe's Heart, and put your t-shirt size. You can email me, Kim, at thebalancedoctor.tv. If you want to do Cash App, you can just Cash App your t-shirt amount and your donation or whatever you want to Cash App to $ Gabe's Heart. You can also go to paypal.me/Gabe's Heart Foundation. And hey, keep in mind, if you're not walking with us at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, then if you're walking throughout the day or you're taking pictures or whatever, use the hashtag Doing It Gabe's Way and make sure you mark it public so that I can go and share those over to Gabe's Heart page and to my personal Facebook page all throughout the day tomorrow. Okay. Now the proceeds, what's happening is we're going to do a week of random acts of kindness. So you will be able to see some different things that'll happen. I'll let you know when that's going to take place. And we'll be doing gas, groceries, hopefully be able to help with some house stuff and people's payments and different things. I don't know, because I got to see how much money we get. But whatever we get, we're going to go out and give it into the community and do it Gabe's way. So I really hope that you guys will join me on the walk tomorrow. You'll get a Zoom link. If you are going to be walking with us, you'll get a Zoom link. And I'll send that to you today. So you'll have it in time for tomorrow morning. And if you're not going to walk with us, that's fine. You can walk wherever and whenever you want. Just hashtag Doing It Gabe's Way. Any questions? Awesome. Okay, will do. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to the after party, everybody. We talked about a lot today. Patreon.com/The Kim Jacobs Show. If you want to be a part of the after party, listen, Dylan, you probably would enjoy the after party. So come on to the after party. Okay, it's $12 a month to be a part of the Patreon membership. patreon.com/The Kim Jacobs Show. Join the after party, guys. And I'm going to have my guests pop back in, share some comments, and then you'll go on with the rest of your weekend. I will see you again on Monday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show. Turn on those notifications, and you won't miss when we come on. That's the whole point. You'll be able to know exactly when The Kim Jacobs Show is on because you'll be able to see it. All right, there you have it. Kim Jacobs Show on YouTube. Go subscribe, turn on those notifications. I hope that you guys enjoyed this extended version of the Kim Jacobs Show today on Friday. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your families, and know that, you know, we all need prayer with the wildfires, the hurricanes, the tropical storms, the earthquakes, everything that's been happening with the protesting and people having violent outcomes from that, and with people losing their lives. Please make sure we pray. All right. God bless you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for tuning in to Freestyle Friday here on the Kim Jacobs Show. God